Hello, as a coach, you're probably overwhelmed with lots of things to do, many projects on your plate, and each project with many moving parts that you need to break down and get it all done. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed with everything that you need to do, there's good news, because project managers professionally deal with that situation every day of their lives, and they've got tools to break things down and to make it easy. And you can use those same tools as well. So spare a thought for professional project managers, because they might have a team of 20 or 30 people working for them. They might have 3 or 4 bosses that they're reporting to with different agendas. And the projects that they're working on might be multi-million-dollar projects with a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. So it's big and it matters. And I'm going to share with you today one of the most important tools that they use, which is the work breakdown structure. So the work breakdown structure works like this. At the top, you put the big goal, the ultimate project objective. Underneath that, you break it down into the different milestones, the different things that need to be achieved in order to achieve the big goal. And then underneath each of the milestones, you break down all the specific tasks and activities that need to occur. So you can see this is a really high-tech and slick presentation that I've got here today for you. Because this paper is so thin, I've got a backing underneath it, which I'll take away in a moment, when I show you a real example of what this looks like. So the basic idea of the work breakdown structure is that you take the major goal for the project and you break it down into achievable parts. And then you break those parts down into specific actions that you can take to achieve your goal. And then you can take all the actions and sequence them and know exactly what you need to do to achieve the results that you're looking for. So let's have a look at a specific example. And let me take away this very elaborate backing. All right, so one thing that I'm looking at the moment is running a Facebook advertising campaign. So say I had a Facebook advertising campaign and I want to get a specific number of leads from that campaign. Let's say it was 200. Then my goal up at the top would be a Facebook advertising campaign with a specific outcome with the 200 new leads. So what's required in order to achieve that goal? Well, I need to know my target market. So I need to have done my market research to know who I'm aiming the advertising campaign at. I need to be able to create the campaign in Facebook. So I need to be able to create the ad images that I'm going to use that show up on the right of the page. And I need to set up the campaign in Facebook. I also need to have somewhere to send them when they click through from the advertisement. So I need to have some kind of opt-in page either in Facebook or outside Facebook, which means that I need to have a clearly defined market for the landing page. I need to write the copy. I need to produce a video if I'm going to use a video for the landing page. I need to choose the technology that I'm using for the landing page. And I need to actually set up the page. So there's quite a bit of work that I need to do around that. I also need, when people opt in from the page, they join a list. So I need to set up and create the list that they're going to join, which might be a sub-list of an existing list, or it might be a completely new list. And because I want this thing to work and I want to achieve my goals, I need to do some testing. So this work breakdown structure has really mapped out all of the different things that I need to do to achieve my goal. Now the next step is to look at that and say, well, which parts of this are really the parts that I'm going to struggle with? Where are the questions that I have, the unresolved questions? So maybe I don't know what the right technology is for the landing page, for the opt-in page. Or maybe I don't actually know how to set up the page because I haven't done something like that yet. Or maybe I don't know the exact format of the ad images, or I've never set up a campaign in Facebook. So you can identify from this work breakdown structure what your critical blocks are. So you can choose, if you want to go there first to resolve those unresolved questions so that you know that you'll be able to do everything, all of the steps required to achieve your goal. The other thing that you can do with this work breakdown structure is to start sequencing it. So you can say, well, which of these things will I need to do first? So you might like to start by creating your opt-in page, but to create your opt-in page, you'll need to send people to a list. So maybe you need to create your list before you create your opt-in page. So you can have a look at these dependencies, this sequencing from this work breakdown structure, or before you create your opt-in page and before you create your Facebook advertisement, you need to have a clear idea about who the target market is. So you need to know who you're aiming this campaign at, what their fears and frustrations and concerns and needs and desires are, so that you can construct effective copy right throughout this campaign that addresses their needs. So in summary, if you've got a project as a coach for your business and it's looking a little bit overwhelming, if it's looking a little bit frustrating, then think about creating a work breakdown structure. Put your goal up at the top. Break it down into a series of chunks of things that need to happen, and break those chunks down into a series of specific activities that need to be undertaken in order to achieve that result. And if you can do that, then overwhelming projects that sit there for months without you being sure exactly how to tackle them, suddenly become easy and straightforward. And you can manage them in smaller blocks of time, because with each block of time you can just do this one and then the next block of time that one, and before you know it, you complete the project and you're up and away. So I hope that's been helpful. I'm Lachlan McKinnon from clarifyyourstrategy.com, and talk to you in the next video.